Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I always do this before I get on. I don't like when my hair be looking like that under the headphones. What's good, everybody? Good to see y'all, everybody. All my AAA family, how y'all feeling this morning, man? We about to have a conversation today. And I'm going to open that phone line up, get some reactions from y'all, because I know y'all going to want to talk about it. And my phone is not stopped ringing or buzzing every couple hours or so. I'm getting a text message or somebody's DMing about Coach Kalen Debor leaving Alabama. We'll talk about that today. Also, we're going to talk about some of the offseason perspectives that we could look at. I know we have a playoff game, but we don't want to talk about a playoff game till playoff week. Players aren't even practicing for real right now. We're kind of recovering. I'd rather get into the game planning fashions of it. As if, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather get to it when it's time to get there. I don't want our content to be stale by the time it comes to game week. So we're going to keep doing it how we doing, bringing up hot topics. There's plenty of stuff to talk about, plenty of things to talk about, kind of build some off-season narratives while we're still here. So that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into that, man, I just want to do a shout out to my AAA family. Y'all just don't know, man. Let me pull this up real quick for them, Mary J. I'm going to show them what we talking about. We just accomplished another goal here in the AAA family on the Coach Smook Network, man. And I don't know if this matters to y'all, but it sure does matter to me because y'all are the reason why it gets to this point, why it's where it's at. So here we go. Where is it at? There it is. 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 Oh, so it does it for all of them? Dang it, that's why I missed my mouse pad. Anyway, let's see if we can get a screenshot of it and then put it in here for y'all. I got y'all real quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. And once again, if you jumping in now and you haven't and you're post live, we put a message up at the beginning. Fast forward to the 15-minute mark. This first 15 minutes always allows our viewers to come in, especially for the show. It allows our viewers to come in for the show. We get to see a few comments, and then we kind of adjust our show on the fly based off what you guys want to talk about and what you want to hear. So let me put this up real quick. One good time. I guess we could just save it. What is it under? Screenshots? I want to save it in downloads. All right, here we go. I'm about to pull it up for y'all, and then y'all can tell me what y'all think about this. Y'all can celebrate, do whatever y'all want to do if y'all want to. If you hating, hate that too. Hate. When you get invited off. All right, let me see. Can I make it look good in here, Mark? Let me see. Here we go. Nah, that's not it. There it is. Y'all check it out, man. Check it out, chat. We done did something, man, we didn't think we was gonna be able to do last year around this time. Literally, last year this time. Oh, it's testimony time. How much time I got? Where we at? 10-minute mark. Oh, I got time. I'm gonna take 2 minutes to give a testimony real quick. Hold on, I gotta do a testimony. Can I do a testimony segment real quick? And then we're gonna do our call out, our shout outs, and then, but y'all give it up, man. That's 3,800 subscribers here, y'all. 3,800 subscribers on the Coach Smook Network YouTube channel. Like, for real, that's y'all. That's y'all. It's 3,800 of y'all. Oh, 3,800, 3,801. So I appreciate y'all for that, man. That's a huge accomplishment. But let's do this. Let me get into a little testimony segment. Not necessarily a testimony. I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate this journey. Real quick. And I know that I do this from time to time. I do it more often than probably most do. But I'm grateful. One last year I had a full team of quote unquote moderators, staff members, team members, like what we have now. And in that group, I think it was 14 of us. I think it was 14 of them. All but two left. Mary J wasn't in this moderator group. Jordan wasn't in this moderator group. Thad. Yeah, they were the only two. Now that I'm looking at thinking about it, they were the only two that were there. My sister Kristen, she's still here. You know, she's been doing her own endeavors, but she's still part of the team and will be very active with us in 26. But this time last year, man, a lot of those people, they and it was a planned attack. It was a planned scheme. They grouped together. They went and followed whatever they followed. And, you know, it was a lot of drama in the midst of it. Tried to run my name down, you know, tried to call me a scammer and all this stuff. And at that point last year, when that happened, we were at 1.35, 1.37 subscribers. I was looking at it last night, December last year. We hadn't even, no, we 1.8. We was at like 1.8. We were pushing for 2K, right? When we came live, we were at 1,847 subscribers. Across the 2K mark. We hit 3K, what it was, this summer? Right after spring ball, right? Right after spring ball, we hit 3K. And then ever since spring ball, we were not able to stream every day, all of this other stuff. We were trying to patch our content together and things were moving slow. We were probably averaging 5 subscribers a week for about an 8-week span. And that's not good for your growth. There's no way, if you're going to be a full-time content creator, there's no way to try to create a stable income. So this summer was very tough. Oh my God, what you got going on over there? Don't touch my stuff. Look, man, let me touch my stuff. But if you all think about it, guys, we were really in a tough spot. And I don't think you all saw the real struggle that it was to get through that process. And look at where we are now, 3.8K. All glory be to God. Without him, it is not even possible, because without him, you aren't even here. So we're going to get into the show today, man. We're going to get into the show. We're going to talk about these topics. I just want to give a moment and be thankful to each and every one of y'all for y'all support, man. It really does make a difference. A lot of people won't take the time and do that for their community until, you know, they get a super chat or get a donation, but it's more than that for me. And I truly, truly love and appreciate y'all. I'm covering my face. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm covering my face. It looks normal on the screen to me. I was covering my face. Oh, you talking about in this view? Talking about this one? I was covering my face on this one. I was covering my face on that one. I guess so. I didn't see it. Oh, with the box. With what box? Oh, this box. This one. Yeah, that's why I switched it from here. I wanted this one. All right, chat. We here. Y'all ready? Shout out to the team, though, man. Shout out to my moderators. Listen, this is the last push. We got 19 more days, 20 more days left in the month of December and in the year of 2025. I want everybody to take this moment as we get ready to transition into our segment, our talking segment. I want y'all to take this moment, these next few weeks, to really, really just take advantage of an opportunity to finish strong. No matter what it looks like right now. And I mean, like, literally right now, you could be facing a situation right now. And I'm gonna use this as an example because this is 25. So 2020, December of 2023, my family and my ex-wife and my now ex-wife and my kids, we were basically homeless. We were living in a hotel. Nobody knew this. I was literally doing content for Bama football on YouTube on a weekly basis. I was doing my channel. I was substituting. I was coaching. I was doing like 7 different things to create income for my family, and nothing was stable enough, and everything else was draining me but doing this coverage. And so when I took a leap of faith in December of 2023, I just chose to finish 2023 strong. My marriage was failing horribly. And it wasn't at my ex-wife's fault. I'll be public and say that. I was genuinely just trying to find myself, and in the midst of that, fighting through things that I had allowed myself to become, right? And didn't want to be that. So now I just chose to choose God and choose myself in those spots where I needed to be the best version of me in order for those people that were counting on me to be the best part, to be able to count on me. So I chose God. I stepped out on faith, and it ended up being the best decision I ever made in my life. It hasn't been easy, no, but I feel at peace. I feel happy. I feel secure in who I am. And I'm just glad that we are here together, AAA family. I appreciate y'all. And once again, man, y'all smash that like button. Let's do a roll call real quick, Mary J. Go to the top, and we're going to run through this thing fast. I'm going to have the applause. You got the clicks. I got the music. Let's go. Roll Tide in the chat to my AAA family. Where y'all at? Y'all stand up. I want to see where you watching from. Let me know where you watching from today, and we're going to get y'all in this roll call, baby. Mary J, you at the top. All right, we're going to start at the top. And the first comment you see about where they from, that's what we're going to skip to. But until then, we're just going to go with Sully. What's up, Sully? Welcome in. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, my brother. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Megan. My PR. PR be on top of it, y'all. She had your boy squared the freak away. What's good, big homie? That's my personal partner right now. I don't even know what to classify his position is, but he there. He with us. Wherever I go, big homie gonna be. I would not fire KP to Darius. We ain't get into the whining yet. Wait. Roll Tide, Urban. That's good to see you. My beautiful sister, man. I'm telling y'all can hate on my sister how you want. That's a beautiful woman right there. That's a beautiful woman. I got some beautiful sisters in this community. Fellas, if you're looking for a nice, wholesome, sports, football-loving woman, come to the AAA community. We got them for you. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Megan? Welcome in. Please hit that like button. Facts. Appreciate y'all for being in here today. Melvin, what's good, my guy? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see you, man. What's up, Russell? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Roll Tide. Vincent in the chat. Roll Tide. Let's go, man. Y'all keep running it up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Y'all been killing the like button for a minute. Roll Tide, Dominique, good to see you. Roll Tide, Dominique, you usually the first comment. What happened this morning? Stretch Goble is in the building. What up, Stretch? What up, Stretch? My boy be doing. What's up, Alex? Let's hit that 5K by New Year's. Alex, you really, hey, I've been saying that. A lot of people want me to have my goals set at 4K. We're only 200 away from 4K. We've been averaging about 15, 20 subscribers a day the past week. Let's get to 5K. We can do it. If we average 50, 55 subscribers a day, we can get to 5K by the end of the year. 20 days? We got 20 days to do it. Y'all want to help me do that? Let's do it. I'm going to create a freaking promo and everything. What's up, Davin? My boy. Lisa, what's good? What's good? And one more. What's up, Mike Jones? Appreciate the love, man, and much love to everybody in the chat. Now, if you ready to do it, let's get in the game with Coach Smook. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go.
You talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Chat, if y'all ready to get into the conversation, let's get into it, man, because guess what? It's happening, man. It's happening, and we're going to have it. Let me see. Let me text my junior producer. Any screen time is good time. All right, y'all. All right, let's get it. Y'all ready? All right. Biggest rumor of the day. Biggest rumor of the hour. Biggest rumor of the week. People don't care that Coach Shepard is leaving at the end of the season. And for clarification, Coach Shepard would not be assuming his full-time head coach position job at Oregon until the season at Alabama is over. Great respect, much respect to Coach Shep, a very upstanding black man in this business. And I have to say that because as a young black man in this industry, this media industry, there are certain things that you have to do. And I'm not trying to get in a race. There's just a certain way you got to carry yourself amongst a society that doesn't look at you the same way because of your skin tone. And you could be black, you can be Asian. If you don't fit the quote unquote narrative or the overall populace, the narrative that the populace or the community thinks you need to fit as far as the way you look and how you act, it's hard to really navigate certain spaces in life. So shout out to Coach Shep for doing the way he did, and you can see the fan approval rate of him going and being the best head coach he can possibly be is through the roof. Shout out to him. And then we got the other rumors on the staff, right? The biggest one, I told you all before the season, I said Coach Cap was a Band-Aid hire. I think they've been shopping, and from my intel, from things that I've researched and people that I talked to, I mean, y'all got to remember, I was in Oklahoma. I talked to Arkansas fans. Well, I was in Arkansas, close to Oklahoma, but I talked to Arkansas fans, Oklahoma fans. I talked to, two beat writers in Arkansas that really cover the University of Arkansas while we were there. And Sam Pittman being fired was a conversation that was being had at the beginning of the season. And so when I said this last year about, them putting together this staff where offensive line with Coach Cap leaving, be on the lookout for Coach Pittman to be a high value target. I'm not saying it's going to be likely, but they're going to be some, how the media does. Anytime somebody says something, they're going to jump on it. If a lot of people start writing it, all of a sudden it becomes factual when it could be nothing. I'm just saying, from a standpoint of what this staff has outlined, what they want to be able to have as an offensive line coach to produce and develop in this scheme, Coach Pittman is a great candidate for that. Now, let's get to the main topic at hand. Coach Kalen Debor being a reference to talks with the job going to Michigan, right? And I did this with y'all last year, and the year before that. I've been trying to tell y'all kind of for a while that we gotta. There's two things that factor in each year for college football, the college football head coaching carousel. Every year when there is a coach fired, no matter what school you're at or how good you're doing at that school that just fired their coach is going to want to have a conversation with somebody that they feel like it may be the next hot name, or somebody that may be at as far as exposure wise and what prestige is what we like to call it, or resources. Some people, some universities like Michigan, like LSU, like let's say Oregon, when they had their change of coaching, like Alabama, you don't necessarily need everything in place to make moves like that, right? And Michigan is one of those teams. So when Michigan fires a coach, just like when John Harbaugh made the decision to go to the NFL, right? And if he stayed, all the things that could have happened to the university under him, that would have been a bigger hurt to the university. So Michigan made a business move by, kind of nudging John out the door, right? Jim, was it John or Jim Harbaugh? Whichever one is the Harbaugh, Coach Harbaugh, nudging him on out the door. Sherrod Morris is brought on basically as a Band-Aid hire. I don't think if they had a progressive plan to watch Harbaugh leave out, I don't think Sherrod Moore would have been their first target. He was the easiest. It didn't cost him anything. So now this whole situation with him getting fired, and I'm just giving a little context around this Kalen DeBoer situation. There was no reason to be surprised about the firing. I've been watching Crane and Company for about 4 months now, and I can't remember the one's name. The gentleman with the squinty eyes. I can't remember his name. I want to say is he played at Michigan though. He's been talking about things surrounding Sherrod Moore since probably like August, end of August, early September. And the reports that were coming out, he does like me. Like, you will get information, right? And the only time it's prevalent, negative information or negative stuff that could impact some type of move or change, you'll get the information, and the only time it's prevalent is when your team takes a loss or when your team is in a tough spot. And this is what's happening at Alabama right now. So I am here. Coach Smook is here to debunk all the rumors about Coach Debor going to Michigan. So if you are watching me on Twitter and you love your message board information, you're probably going to hate me right now, because that $7.99 or whatever you paying to have access to a message board and just throw out rumors, you got people that literally sitting on a couch at home or in their recliner or whatever, right, that don't know anything about what's going on. They're just diehard fans. They probably went to Alabama back in the 60s and the 70s, and this is their way of trying to stay connected. And because you have these credential sites and syndicates that host these spots, I know for a fact that people on staff that are part of these syndicates, they will create an alias to go in those message boards and to throw random crap out there to see if they could find something that'll stick and see what can get some motion going within that message board community. And then when they post something from their real name, because they already kind of played on the emotions of that community, a lot of fans will jump on and be like, yeah, I heard that in our message board. Now Tony Sakalis is writing about it. It gotta be true. No. It's all in the grand scheme of things. And you want me to tell you how I learned the business? Oh, snaps. Coach Smook about to break the code. Oh, Lord. He about to give out I'm sorry, chat. I can't do it no more. Appreciate the 25 likes on the stream, too. Thank y'all. That's why the siren went off. But, chat, I can't do it no more. Can I please take a quick left turn? We're not going to be on this street for a long time, but I got to take a shot. I got to do a drive-by. Can I do a drive-by? If somebody want to let your boy Coach Smook do a drive-by, put some flames in the chat for me real quick. I want to put y'all on something, because this ain't just for AAA family members. This is going to help other YouTube channels that do quality work and coverage like I do. It's a channel right now. And I didn't like the gentleman at first. I felt like he was just he gave me bad vibes. But should I say it? I ain't gonna say his name, but he gave me bad vibes. He's on the scene now trying to cover Alabama football. He's doing a decent job. His information is inaccurate all the time, is late, but his presentation is awesome. I feel like if he had the type of access I had and the type of network I built, he would be in a great position, and me and him would be bumping heads as far as who's the guy. Now, here goes the drive-by. Appreciate it. We got the drive-by notice. We got it. We got flames in the chat. Here's the drive-by, y'all. And I'm going to turn the music off for this so somebody can clip this and put it out there. And I need more people mad at me for telling this secret. So when I worked at Bama Football on YouTube, right? And we didn't, you all know how that operated. It was more community-based like this. It wasn't, you don't have a website or anything that you go to and pay to subscribe to get inside information. That just wasn't that type of platform until I got there, right? And that platform allowed me to put my foot in the door to create that opportunity network. So while working at Bama Football on YouTube from what that was, February of 2024 to May of 2024 during spring ball and coverage, I learned a lot in the industry. So a lot of your big name syndicates, and I'm not going to, name drop on these, but sitting in those conversations and talking about how, what our channel's looking like and this network and this doing, man, listen, man, I went in there and I posted, this is the conversation. This ain't me. I went in there and I posted this. And when I see the screen, and the name on the screen, it doesn't match the name of the person that I'm talking to. I'm thinking that nothing because, it's online, it's social media. I have an alias. People have aliases, right? I go and I see what he posted. Rumors of Jalen Milroe possibly not finishing, possibly transferring after spring. That's what the rumor was. Or Jalen Milroe requesting. It was some crazy mess about Jalen Milroe being shopped. Now, if you all remember, I told y'all about the conversation I had with Milroe before his first presser under Kalen Debor in the main media room. He was standing around. It was two other gentlemen. It was four of us standing at the podium, and he was just kind of telling us what schools were calling him when Coach Saban retired. Soon as Coach Saban retired, how many schools were getting him on the phones, how much money he was being thrown at him to transfer and get away from Bama, right? That conversation sparked this media member to go into their message board on their company, runs, and post a story. And immediately, I ain't gonna say, by the time we got done with interviews and stuff, he had enough reactions in that message board to kind of figure in his mind, if I write a story about this gonna get me some clicks. People are going to talk about it. Somebody else going to think that, like me being where I'm at and taking pictures at the university and doing what I do, whatever I say, people are going to believe it. And that's what I've learned in this industry. People will believe everything that those folks say because they work for such and such Alabama or such and such Alabama network. And they're not really Alabama networks. These are media members looking for payment. Me, I get scrutinized because I approach it from a standpoint of I support the University of Alabama and I would just want to report truths. I want to report realistic truths, right? I don't care about clicks. If my clicks don't get, if my truths don't get clicks, oh well, so be it. But at least when the real information come out and the truth comes out, you had a chance to hear it before it surprised you. So I took a left turn on this street real quick, and I think we've been on this street for we get coming up to the last few houses. I took a left turn on this street to say this. If you're going to relay message board information, at least have some tangible sightings or evidence to coincide with your thoughts. Stop playing on the fan base's emotions. One, it may not matter to you because you're not a true fan, right? But to me as a true fan, I care about how my family looks, right? I care about how we look as it doesn't affect how I go about my day, but I do care enough to say I don't want fans that tune in and watch Alabama football and comment and talk about Alabama football to be saying stuff that's just being put out because this network has been around for 15 years covering Alabama football, and Coach Saban used to interview Coach Saban. And now that the game is totally flipped, college football, the scene is totally flipped, you think these guys are still in touch, and that's so far from the truth. And it's not taking no shots or anything. I'm just exposing the message board community. Do not pay for message board material. I can guarantee you 99.8%, 99.7% of those legit posts, verified members, those are either one, people that are getting told to post this stuff by members that run that message board or members that's from that syndicate, or it's a actual member posting under their alias. There it goes. I dropped the bomb. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I get tired of people calling me, texting me, asking me what's real, what's not. Stop going to message boards. I promise you, your anxiety levels will be a lot lower. There are more channels and more syndicates that do way better reporting and quality reporting and inside scoop better than the message boards. I don't care which channel, what page, what platform, the message boards are trash. That's why we do ours in Discord, and people don't have to pay for Discord. Back to the conversation. So, with Kalen Debor being rumored to go to Michigan, forget about it. It's not happening. Just from a standpoint of, the numbers. Michigan can't afford a buyout. They can afford a contract extension for Kalen Debor. There are clauses that would say, you have to cover the cost of the rest of his contract plus the extension offer that he was, going to be open to in his option year. All of these different contractual agreements have to be made out. I wouldn't worry about it as of now, especially with him being in the playoffs and this team being in the playoffs. I wouldn't worry about it. Now, I will say this. There were times, even during Coach Saban's tenure, Coach Saban took conversations about job offers. It's respectful. You want people to know that they can approach you with an opportunity. Does it mean you're going to take it? No. I think Kalen Debor, the nucleus of this staff, is going to be here for at least 4 years. We're in year 2. I said this from the jump. If we can get this staff to stay together for 5 years, we'd be lucky. But this staff will be together for at least 4 years, the nucleus of this staff. We've seen minor changes in 2 years in position areas. We haven't seen major changes as far as coordinators. Ryan Grubb coming back wasn't a major change. It wasn't a major change. It was literally what they originally planned for. But they had it in their mind that Shep might have got shopped during the transition. They had it in their mind. These staff members made some sacrifices last year. That's why Shep leaving wouldn't be crazy. Wasn't crazy to me. And I knew about Shep leaving back in September. We had ideas that he was leaving. I was even asked in the live stream, and I said I can't comment on that right now because I had already knew. So these are things that we got to pay attention to. So Kalen Debor not going anywhere. So for everybody that got questions about that, don't ask me. You're gonna be mad at me. Let's get into the comments. Let me see what I got to what y'all got to say. What now? I gotta ask y'all this here at the 36-minute mark. What makes you all worry when you hear things like that? What makes you all worry? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. What makes you worry when you hear stuff like that? Give me some comments. Because look, I'm telling you right now, it's because it may be because of the space I'm looking at it from or the area I operate in week in and week out. But I don't get why, like, sometimes common sense has to. Lane Kiffin, when the LSU job information started coming out, Lane Kiffin handled that exactly the way he wanted to handle it, right? In this business, and you with people's money, right? What you do in the media will tell a lot, especially in this coaching carousel. Pay attention. Coach Debor was rumored to be going to Ohio. No, it wasn't Ohio State. I'm tripping. Indiana. Coach Debor was rumored to be going to Indiana. There was rumors that, after last season, that he could be shopped and possibly take to Florida. It was a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Go to message boards and look at. I stopped going to message boards back in 2014, 2013. It just used to be so toxic in there. It used to be more so forum type stuff, but now people use message board forums as tangible information, and they report it. Literally, somebody on Twitter, man. And this ain't no fault at you, but you sit there, you see me post something, the content and the stuff that I want to release, the information I want to release, and then you come and post your little screenshot of the message board material under mine. That's say what you want, call me what you want, fake insider, do whatever. If I'm such a nobody, why do people who I don't follow or interact with, mind you, I don't follow internet, why do they feel the need to come and put it on my channel, on my content, on my threads? The mistake I made last year is trying to prove everything. No, this year, going forward, we're only proving what we know. And what we know is we get told some quality information, and we very rarely miss, especially when it comes to recruiting, especially when it comes to recruiting, we very rarely miss. I trust my sources. When it comes to practice reports, I trust my sources. Can somebody call me out right now on anything that I said preseason that was going to transpire about personnel, playing, people on the field, when injuries happen, adjustments? Can anybody call me out and say I was wrong about anything? The biggest topic, hot topic right now, QB1, Ty Simpson. Was I wrong about Ty Simpson when I expressed my words before the season and why I felt like Keon Russell could grow through this season and give us a better chance to be in better spots because of his athleticism and the way he uses his legs? He's composed. He may not have the experience, but we can grow with that. Ty Simpson has all the tangibles, but the mental aspect and struggles with rebounding after bad plays. He doesn't. We're showing that he's not taking. What was Coach Saban's number one ding on Ty Simpson? He's not taking care of the ball very well. Has all the tangibles. Just not taking care of the ball very well. He gets in his own head. All of these things were said about Ty Simpson. So Lisa said Kalen Debor will not go to Michigan. We know this, sis. We know this. KD going to Michigan will legit be the most unlikely-ish I've seen in college football. Not to say that it can't happen, but this ain't a Lane Kiffin situation. How long Kiffin been at Ole Miss? What it was, 5-6 years? Debor's in year 2. Michigan could go poach him, and guess what? He'll be stuck in Michigan with a effed up situation, and nobody wanted to hire him because they be like, man, you left Alabama after a year. Why I need to come and chase you? And Michigan might be using that to just pad their. What generally happens is they get enough people saying the right stuff. Hey, we just fired Sherrod Moore. I think Kalen DeBoer would be a good fit for us. And that's all they said, and then people gonna write about it. Oh, Kalen DeBoer is the number one target for Michigan. Shut up. So for all you other Alabama City kids that keep allowing this mess to be pushed out there, clickbait, all that stuff, I'm going to keep coming. People are going to keep showing up, and they're going to be like, dang, you were telling the truth, Coach Smook. Me and the whole fam. Chapman fam, get out of here. Hey, somebody put Chapman Family 2011. He's a hater. He's a KB supporter. He thinks I don't like KB, and he always come in here with his little feelings on his shoulder. Put him in timeout. I don't even want to see his comments. I meant to catch you live last time, but you dipped out. Come in here trying to talk crazy. I don't like that, man. If you got an opinion about it, say your opinion, be on about it, but don't be getting your feelings, man. Don't be getting your feelings. Appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to take a quick break, and then after this, we're going to get into our next 2 topics, and then after that, we're going to open the phone line up. We're going to get your thoughts on everything that we're discussing here on the Coach Smook Morning Show. Coming up next for conversation, though. Coming up for next after this little infomercial break. What we got? Hold up. Where'd it go? Let me get my thingy-mabobber up. My notes. Where's my notes? Oh, here they go. Coming up next, we just covered the rumors about Coach Kalen DeBoer, his coaching situation, and the move to Michigan. Now, what's up next for us? We're going to talk about the potential. We just talked about the coaching staff changes, but we're going to talk about how these things are affecting the locker room and what players we could possibly see, regardless of the outcome for this season. National championship, first round exit, players that we can possibly see hitting the portal, and if it's a good portal move or a bad portal move. So we're going to talk good portal moves, bad portal moves here on our prep week for the playoff game versus Oklahoma next Friday, December 19th, in Norman, Oklahoma, y'all. It's going to be a crazy game, but we'll get ready to get into it. Y'all stick around, man. Drop likes on the stream. Make sure you continue to share it and let everybody know that you're listening to the hottest Alabama college football show in the morning on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Appreciate y'all for being here. Check out this infomercial. Join the AAA family. If you want to be on the inside scoop of everything that's happening with Coach Kalen DeBoer, all the coaching situations at the University of Alabama, players, recruiting, everything, join the AAA family. Our members only lives are personal. They're informative, they're interactive, and they're straight, no beating around the bush, beat writing, none of that. Everything is straight to the point. So join the AAA family. This is how you do it.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, support the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, yeah. My fault. I don't know what happened. I think I kicked my cord over here. So we gotta, y'all pray for Coach Smook at this point, man. I basically did a quote for how much we're gonna need to upgrade everything by kickoff or by spring next year. God gonna do it. How about that? And yeah, we kind of lost it there, but appreciate y'all for tapping in, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. And let's get into it. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all should be able to hear me, right? We good? Okay, we better? Awesome. Thank you. All right, so let's get into it. What's the next conversation, man? We got a lot of things to talk about. Portal is in January. We got a lot of players that noticeably we have been trying to figure out what the deal is and why these kids aren't playing, why these young men aren't playing. It's a travesty, if I must say something. If I must use some eloquent speaking, it's a travesty. And I think we can have some real conversation about some players that would benefit from going into the portal this season. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think people really have taken the opportunity to look at the benefits of the portal. Most people are just looking at how it hurts their team or how it helps their team. But I look at it from a standpoint of where I can see these players go. And y'all can't hear me? Okay, we good. As the world must be behind. But I'm about to say, because I see my meter coming through. But I'm gonna say this like this, chat. There are some players' names that I'm gonna say right now. if they hit the portal, I see them doing great things going forward. And this is no screw them, whatever. This is one of those situations where, because of so much turmoil, and members, y'all know the reports that I've been reporting about the things that's happening on staff. If you don't know, what's up, Kelvin? Appreciate the love over there, bro. He over there on Facebook checking us out, man. Our manager popping in. Our manager, Kevin Green, popping in on Facebook. Appreciate the love, bro. But you look at the way things are phasing out, man, it wouldn't be crazy to see names jump in the portal. Right now, let's start at I have a certain passion for this position group, right? Because I played the position. That's the wide receiver position. And there are some names that I think the writing's on the wall. I'm pretty sure that these guys have already made it known what their plans are going forward. And being in that type of situation is hard because you have to finish strong. You don't want to, start creating bad habits by not being respectable, not giving 100% in practice, not doing your recovery, not paying attention in film study, not doing your classwork. Like, all of that can mount up and build up and create a negative or create extra luggage for you to carry over to your new destination. So I look at these players, and I'm only speaking on the guys that I feel like are going to have some true success in the portal once they if they decide to finalize their decision and go into the portal. I look at number 1, Jalen Hale at the wide receiver position. This is a young man I truly think has been in an unfortunate situation. Came on as a freshman with a lot of high upside under Coach Saban. Made a great catch his freshman year from Jalen Miro when in that Ole Miss game. I think he had 14 catches that year. Not a primary target, but definitely came in a year where we were transitioning to a different style of play with this quarterback, and then stayed after the Saban retirement. Went through spring ball the first spring with this current staff, and it was great. Had a great season, great spring, and then got injured. Was able to come back to be healthy for the fall. I mean, during this fall season last year, but we saw how that offense sputtered last year. There was really no real opportunity for him to get in and make an impact last year. Now this year, you come into spring upside again, another small injury puts you out of the rotation, and so many wide receivers in that room starting the season just were doing great things. And Ty Simpson taking care of the ball, guys getting the opportunities to catch the ball. Wasn't a lot of passes hitting the ground, so evaluation was taken a little bit more intentional. There was a little bit more attention paid to the evaluation of all the receivers this season, with some things coming through, transpiring, guys, returning, having that continuity with the position coach, with the offense, picking up that chemistry. All of that mattered in evaluation, and now you can really critique guys because they just have somewhat of a baseline idea that gets them to a space where they're progressing each practice, each rep. So you look at it, Jalen Hale missing time with an injury that hurt him badly, and just haven't seen him get opportunities this season. Just my sources and the connection that I have with that camp, I'm glad that he's going to take advantage of an opportunity to hit the portal. It's not decided as of 100% concrete, because we can go in this game and 2 receivers go down on kickoff return or something like that, or something happen, and he's counted on. He comes in, he shows up, tide turns for him. They convince him to stay, but I truly feel like he's out the door. This is my personal opinion. Just based off of my resources and everything, I think he's out the door and going to take advantage. A lot of people think Cole Adams is right there with him. I don't think so. If anybody in that wide receiver room that could possibly jump in the portal due to what's happening in the wide receiver room with the coaching shift, right? Which a lot of these receivers weren't a part of Coach Shep's recruiting class as far as evaluating them from the time they were, getting offers and all that. He wasn't a part of that. A lot of the recruits that signed, the 25 class of wide receivers that signed, they were more hip to the Kalen Debor offense, more so than Jamarcus Shepard being the wide receiver coach. And Shep's personality and his ability to get guys to believe in Shep's not going to sell you a dream. He's going to tell you what you need to do. If you feel like you believe you can do that and get on the field for Bama, sign with us. And that's what it is. He's going to give you all the tools you need. So that room is going to take a few hits, but I do think there's a possibility, if anything. I know there's Ryan Williams, right? I know there's Ryan Williams rumors. I don't think that's realistic as of now. I don't think that's realistic as of now. Now, 4 weeks ago, I did see something and I heard something, and I was speaking to somebody that is at the University of Texas as a assistant on their they don't do physical therapy, but basically the manager, equipment managers. But they travel with the team, they handle equipment, they handle like personal basically like a personal assistant for the quarterback room. And that's what he was saying, like they're targeting Jalen Mbakwe, Ryan Williams. Like they're trying to get some guys connected that have a tight-knit connection throughout, that had that connection or chemistry throughout their process. And we're talking about playmakers and skills positions, wide receivers, quarterbacks, defensive backs, tight ends, running backs. These are the guys that they're targeting because they're losing so many off their roster. And I won't say the name because I think I almost said too much. But this school is trying to make a big push to make these guys get in the portal and do what they do. Ryan Williams, Jalen Mbakwe. You're going to hear some things about Danny Lewis going into the portal, right? There might be a Marshall Pritchett sighting. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going off of some things that I'm my sources are telling me as far as the environment, the climate around players now that we're getting to this point in the season. Okay, Marshall Pritchett, yes, the true freshman. There might be a portal entry here in this after his freshman year. A lot of things happen with him injury wise that cause guys like, and I'm not saying that he's better, but Danny Lewis, I don't think Danny Lewis fits this offensive scheme. If I'm looking at my tight end room right now from Josh Cuevas all the way down to Jack San Marco, right? Caleb Edwards and Marshall Pritchett are in my top three. You're talking about 8 tight ends, 6 tight ends in the room. We got a lot of tight ends, first of all. But Caleb Edwards and Marshall Pritchett, just based off of what's on roster right now, are in my top 3. I would even go as far as say that Caleb Edwards is the best tight end in the room, the most athletic, the most complete. He's getting better in blocking week in and week out. For him to be a true freshman, the size, the frame, everything, his hands, he's the best. Right behind him, I'll put Josh Cuevas. And then at 3, Marshall Pritchett. The injuries bugged him too. What frustration caused him to jump in the portal? I don't know. It's possible. Shanae says, can I get that comment back, please? Didn't Bach get into the portal? Appreciate that. And decide to stay? That was a business move. Go back and I don't know if you probably was in your peak time for work, Nate, but we did a whole live on it when Bach announced he wanted to go to the portal, that he was entering the portal, and he did. He submitted his paperwork. I explained that as a business move, right? Because that's when portal NIL was they were really the collective and the boosters were being real stingy about paying Alabama players. Alabama, one of the most successful organizations and programs in the country, and our roster NIL value was not even in the top 5. It wasn't even in the top 5. So as far as compensation, so we got to let's get some more names out here. Offensive line, Olis Alanine is set. I think he's going to be there, but his running mates, Casey Poe, we've seen him come in that same class. I think Casey Poe's finally in the portal. I think we see Rock Montgomery getting this portal. Arkel Anguan, the guy that just came out the portal from Ball State, I believe. I think he's in the portal. If you haven't paid attention to what this staff has done, and I'm not going to say Coach Cap, I'll say Courtney Morgan, I'll say Coach G, who else? Nick Sheridan. When it came to recruiting offensive linemen, this recruiting, these last 2 recruiting cycles, they went and got some top end dudes. And then they also snuck and stole some underrated guys, right? In these last 2 classes on the offensive line, Mal Waldrop being one of them. Very underrated going through high school, played at a great high school at Central Phoenix City, prestigious and a talent pool for putting out quality talent at the collegiate level. So, and you look at this class, man, the offensive lineman signees in this class, you're talking about day 1 ready guys. We can really get in the conversation about losing maybe 3 or 4 offensive linemen, plus the draft guys, and looking at that room and it being the youngest room on the roster next year, right? So with Rock hitting that portal, possibly Poe hitting that portal, Alanin might be tossed up in the air if things don't change. Michael Carroll, Michael DuBose, Mal Waldrop, those guys going to be ready next season. Cam Dewberry has another, I think he has one more year, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check me on that. Gino, Caden, Parker, they all gone. Wilk and Formby, I think he comes back his 4th year. So we'll be needing to truly man 4 spots on next year's offensive line if Cam Dewberry doesn't come back. So guys hitting the portal, beware for the offensive line hit. I think that's where we're going to feel it the most. Let's switch to the defense. Oh, portal. I don't think Ty Simpson's hitting the portal. I know he's coming back. I told y'all that it's out now. I think Ty Simpson. I know he's coming back. I know what's been said as far as his original plan. Anyways, he wanted 2 years as a starting quarterback at the collegiate level, and then with his stats not doing, or his play not giving him first round type grades anymore, you can expect Ty Simpson to have to explore that option. Would I mind? No. Not saying I want him to go, but if he feels like his best opportunity is to leave Alabama by all, because I think Alabama's best opportunity to win, even now, with things that have transpired, is with Keon Russell at quarterback. Talking about Keon Russell, there's no portal talk about Keon Russell. If anybody else come and ask me about Keon Russell getting in the portal, I might block him. That's personal phone numbers, DMs, all that, social media. Keon Russell is not. Okay, so, and this is the dirty part about this. And then after this, we're going to get to the phone lines, and we're just going to have general conversation about all the rumor talk today. This is the thing. When a university like Alabama steps to the table or steps to the negotiation table or the offer table with the young man like Keon Russell, who was, getting offered millions to go anywhere. Everybody talk about Nico and his offers, but Keon Russell's NIL value by what he did becoming the number 1 target for Alabama, and ascending through the recruiting rankings like he did, and then to sign at Alabama, the amount of value he's created for himself outside of the football because of being attached to Alabama, and the amount of money that's being thrown, and it's not just about money, but it is about money, amount of money being poured into that brand of Keon Russell at Alabama. They will not let that young man go without taking a real official game snap, meaning like he's the starter. He will not be let go until they're going to do everything they can to keep him. They're going to do everything they can to keep him. And I'm glad they shifted that energy to Keon Russell, because I feel like you could build better around a quarterback on the offensive side than you can with a receiver. No slight at Ryan Williams, but he was their prized recruiting pickup for that class. He was the one doing most of the talking, getting guys to come on board, right? Now you switch to this class, and going forward, you're talking about a quarterback that's in that position that has the same high expectations and hype around him. So I think we're going to be in a good spot in the quarterback room. Let's go to the defensive side portal. Guys that I think are going to hit the portal. We've talked about guys that we haven't seen. Cam Howard in the safety room. He's already left the team, if I'm not mistaken. Portal. Started in the secondary. I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't have my notes up. I accidentally closed them out. D-line. Does the D-line lose anybody next year as far as portal? I don't think so. You're talking about Asai Faga, Steve Bowler, Jeremiah Beeman, London Simmons, not Yanzi, but Keon Keeley. Who else? Jordan, Bernard. That D-line is a pretty tight-knit group, and I think Roach is going to keep majority of his guys because he's losing so much to the draft. Kelby Collins is gone. LT Overton is gone. James Smith is more than likely gone. Tim Keenan's gone. Like that's 5 names right there. If James Smith stays, we're stupid set with the recruiting class we got in. Kamarion Johnson, Matthews coming in. That front going to be super athletic next year. Young but super athletic, and you got enough young veteran. And when I say young veteran, I mean like redshirt sophomores, juniors, right? You got enough veteran presence, redshirt freshmen, redshirt sophomores, that are going to be able to carry that and watch these other talented guys come in and progress and develop like they did. So D-line, I look at us staying pretty solid. Linebacker room, you may see a Caden Jones portal entry. I think, and this is me personally, just not being able to get that same energy. I think there's something to be said about 15, Duke Johnson. I think there's something to watch there because of what's happening behind him. Even with AJ Sanders being injured, I think a lot of snaps that you see 15 getting out there these last few weeks when we've had not few weeks, but the games where we have garbage time in his play, I think that's where Abdul Sanders should be or would be. We know we recruited Duke Johnson as an edge rusher coming out of high school. I think him moving the inside linebacker is going to be a transition for him, natural athlete, kind of like what we had with Christian Harris, but it's going to be a transition for him, one. Then two, the frame. He might be in the wrong position. Luke Metz is 235, 240 right now. They came in around the same size, same frame. Somebody's put in the work, and then again, maybe Duke is putting in the work, and it's just not transpiring or rolling over like it is for Luke and AJ and QB. So I wouldn't be surprised if Duke Johnson takes his talents to the portal, right? Another 5-star prospect that should have been, you know, you talk about developing your body. That's something you can't rush. We can't rush that. So that's the linebackers, edge rushing room. I don't see nobody leaving out the edge rushing room, man. Talking about Noah Carter, Yanzi Pierre, Quay Rousseau is eligible for the draft right now. Maybe he goes. I don't see it happening right now with what happened with his injury. I think he comes back. If Quay comes back, I like our chances of keeping James there. They really are brothers. Literally grew up together. Played at Carver High School here in Montgomery together. Was on the west side and Ridgecrest together. I remember I used to watch them boys play throw them up, bust them. Well, they don't call it throw them up, bust them up no more on the street, but street football. I remember watching them boys play street football back in the day when we used to go home for Thanksgiving. Everybody in Ridgecrest know you go to Bedlandgraph Thanksgiving morning or Christmas break, gonna catch a couple games. Ain't no flag football, ain't no two-hand touch. We hit. So yeah, and that was up until like 2016 2016, 2017 is the last time I did that, and they were young then. So yeah, just out there doing their thing. So as part of and then the secondary, let's go to the secondary. We know we're losing Damani Jackson to the draft, Keon Sabb to the draft, Bray Hubbard draft eligible, more than likely needs to go, right? Needs to go. But if he decides to come back, that would be a great depth piece for the secondary. But if Bray stays, that forces guys, young guys like Drake Kirkpatrick, who's on the injury list right now for his quote-unquote suspension. That lets you know that they want to keep him around. The fact that he's even mentioned. Usually when players get suspended indefinitely, they get removed off the roster, off the website and all that. All right? Become a Bama fan so we can really drop it in our facts, man. Facts, Dad. Let's get Elon out here and get him on the Bama train, man. My boy, Sully, you a fool, bro. That's bad, my fault. But secondary. Cam Calhoun. We've been crying for Cam Calhoun all year. I ain't gonna say I have. And the frustrations that I could see mounting on that defensive side with those players in the secondary, you can tell when they're now to the defense of the coaching staff. Ever since the removal of Deshaun Jones and rotating Damani Jackson, that's been the fix for the secondary. You haven't seen many breakdowns in the secondary since those moves. My problem is if you're willing to throw Dijon Lee out there, true freshman, not talking about anything that he brings to the table because he's definitely an elite talent. But you went and spent money in the portal for Cam Calhoun from Utah, somebody that in the pack. Or in that conference last year, was it the Pac last year? Big 10, right? It was Big 10 or Big 12 last year, whichever conference. literally was one of the top cover corners in that conference. He was the number 3 rated defensive back coming into the portal. Was already getting late first round draft grades, and we bring him kind of like Coach Saban did Eli Ricks or Dez Ricks. Was it Dez or Eli? It was Eli Ricks, right? Kind of like Coach Saban did Eli Ricks. You get a guy to leave where it's not the best situation for him. He's looking to go and be a part of something better that can help him develop. He comes to Alabama, and I'm talking about Cam Calhoun. Utah was good, but we know Utah's not Alabama. Comes to Alabama, wants to play in the South, wants to be in the SEC, wants to play against the NFL-like talent week in and week out. Comes to camp, goes crazy in camp, both camps. And then the season starts, and the guy that's coming off of injury, Deshaun Jones, gets thrown out there because he was there last year, and we could trust him. He put in his time. That's what the narrative was, right? Put him in there getting burnt. Week 1 until the time he got benched. Getting burnt, getting cooked, never in the right place. He made one great play this season, and it was a luck play. It was a bad throw by the quarterback. It was tipped by the wide receiver, and he catches it off a tip and takes it in from 15 yards out, 20 yards out. And when it got in, if Justin Jefferson didn't hold him up. So it's just like, I don't see why Cam didn't get to play. I expect him to hit the portal, and where he goes, he's going to be a day 1 starter. And hopefully, if he stays in the SEC, hopefully we don't have Ty Simpson as a quarterback against DB. If he's going into the DB room, that means he's going somewhere where he's going to be able to play on the island. That's what he came here for, to help us be able to put our boundaries on the island. That's what he came over here for. So that's my portal talk. That's my portal rumors. Now, before we get into the phone call segment here at the hour and 10 mark, I'm going to give y'all a chance to once again become a member of the AAA family and support the Coach Smook Network. We're going to talk draft. I'm sorry. I meant to give y'all the titles today. I'm sorry. My producer's in the back. Y'all give it up for Mary J. and our new assistant producer, Amanda Eccles, Amanda E, and Mary J on the 1s, 2s, and the 3s and the 4s. All right. So, but if you're not a member of the AAA family, make sure you come in, and you click on the link to join, or you go to the main channel on YouTube, and the link is there. Also, don't forget, we have favorable donation opportunities here. We got Cash App, which is the QR code you see on the screen right now. And we also have PayPal and Venmo. All at Coach Smook Network is the usernames on there. If you want to direct donate, that's greatly appreciated. We have super chats, and you can gift memberships. If you want more people to be a member and join the AAA family and get access to that information, you get, by all means, gift them something. It's Christmas. We in the giving season. Let's see if we can give some memberships this month. I would love to see y'all give some memberships for people, because this is a high time for us. And I'm not going to beg people to come to the channel, but I want more people to know the truth about everything that goes on in the offseason. Last offseason was crazy. Just all the rumors and BS we had to debunk, and people were calling us liars for debunking BS. And if this channel put it out, or this writer put it out, it got to be true. No, that's not always the facts. That's not always the case. And I'm very keen staying consistent in that. So become a member of the AAA family and join the Coach Smook Network like this.
Today, just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community, because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all A members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Hey, y'all, shout out to Mary J for the 10 gifted memberships. And let's see who got them. Let's welcome in our new members, man. Shout out to Tip Hinton for becoming a member, gifted membership by Mary J. Shout out to Alex Wilder for becoming a member, gifted by Mary J. Shout out Alex. Alex, you in here now. Anointed Gaming 3-1 got a membership. You in the game now. Puzzle Dreams, you in the game. Travis B, you in the game. What's up, my brother? Look, if y'all watching, that's the only way you can get the memberships, if you watching live right now. So if you watching, comment and tell Mary J thank you. Black is dope. Bro, Ty, welcome in. Welcome to the AAA family. You in the game. Maurice Hambrick, you in the game with Coach Smook and the AAA family. And we are the good people. You are now in the game. Shout out to Mary J once again, y'all. Y'all give it up for Mary J. W for the pop the stream off, pop the giving season off with the gift and memberships. And I truly believe that she truly believes that this is some of the best content you can possibly get if you are going to be here and supporting the Alabama Crimson Tide. Some of the best information and coverage you're going to get anywhere. Shout out to you all, Anointed Gaming. Hey, Anointed Gaming, that ain't me. That's Mary J, man. That's Mary J, bro. That's her. You shout out her. W's Mary J. W's Mary J. Much love, man. Melvin said he want a wrist, man. Melvin, get your wrist, man, boy. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, 100%, man. All right, y'all. Now, this phone call segment is sponsored by Walk-Ons. Let's get into the phone call segment here on the Coach Smook Network chat. Check it out.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Hey, all right. The phone lines are now open. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach Smook. Share your thoughts, man. And we'll get you on the line. But while we're waiting for the phone call segment, and the reason why we dragged it out, I didn't see a lot of text messages this morning. We sent out, oh no. It says message fail. Message send fail. I tried to send out automated. I tried to set up on the PC. It's on the laptop. That's how we usually send it out. But I tried to set up on the PC and it's not doing it. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all go ahead and call in. 334-625-1121. Phone line is open. If you want to talk some Bama sports, you want to talk about the rumors, all of that stuff. And like I said, we're not going to drag today's show out. We have all weekend of just a bunch of activities that we're going to be doing. And things that we're going to be changing up for the network. So Monday's show kickoff is going to be crazy. I'm telling y'all right now, the intro for Monday's show is going to be stupid. Hopefully I can finish it all by Monday. But if not, it'll be good. Chat, how y'all feeling in the chat? Let me see how many likes we got. Mary J, how many likes we got on the stream? I can't see it for some reason. It is not letting me see the normal layout like I usually have it. What is this? What in the world? Oh, there it is. Oh, we got 63 likes on the stream. Okay, 63 likes on the stream. Let's go. We got a phone call on the line. 334-60. Oh, I'm calling the number. I'm tripping, y'all. We got Vince on the line, chat. Let me make sure I round him in. Here we go. I got you, Vince. Yo, Vince, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man. Y'all give it up for Vince in the chat, y'all. It's going pretty good, man. What? Wrong. I'm sorry, brother. I can't continue to let people do this. You're wrong. If Ty comes back, we're not in trouble of losing Austin Mack or Keon Russell. I'm telling y'all this right now. This quarterback competition went to the wire this year. It went to the wire this year because of the only thing that Ty Simpson had over these other quarterbacks, a true freshman quarterback and a redshirt freshman quarterback or redshirt sophomore quarterback who's, a year early. The only thing he had on them was the simple fact that he had command of the offense. That's it. That's the only separation you have. Your deep ball is not better. Your accuracy is not better. You can't definitively say he's the better quarterback. So if he comes back, you got to expect these other quarterbacks who pushed him to the clip for the starting job this season. You expect that competition to be just as, if not more intense, just as intense as it was. So I'm gonna kill that narrative too. Like, people keep putting that crap out there. It ain't even close to a conversation being had right now in the quarterback room with those two in the portal. Hold on, Vinny. I got to get you routed into the system again. Hey, chat. Hold on. We got to start our conversation over. He's saying some stuff, chat. Hold on. He's saying some stuff. Let me see if I can get him in here. Digital audio. Say something now, Vinny.
Hey, Coach.
All right, chat. Y'all got him now. I'm sorry. Y'all can't hear the caller. My fault. Can y'all hear the caller now, chat? Can y'all hear them out? Let's start over. Y'all can't hear Vince. He making sense to me. Hey, how y'all can't hear Vince, but Dino can? That's crazy. And Dino, how he making sense to you? So go back. What was the first thing I debunked about him with the quarterback situation? We was talking about the quarterback situation. He said he feels like if Ty Simpson come back, Austin Mack and Keon Russell are going to hit the portal. Y'all heard my statement in response to that. Now continue, Vince. We don't have to go back.
Hey, Coach. Say that I think Venables has our number. I mean, he's had it since Clemson days. He's also had it last year against us with Oklahoma, and then he had it this year. And, I mean, Ty threw an interception in the game. And I just get very nervous against Brent Venables, and I just don't know if Debor – I don't know. I think this is more goes on Ryan Grubb, because Ryan Grubb, this should have been a red flag. Ryan Grubb got fired from the Seattle Seahawks. And he had some decent weapons in Seattle. And then he comes here, and the play calling you saw in the SEC championship was very vanilla. It's how many times do we even throw deep, and how many times do we just run up the gut? Like, there's no creativity. I mean, we talked earlier if we could get A.K. Deere more involved. We didn't really get anybody involved. Like, I just don't see Ryan Grubb. I think he should go. I think this coaching staff is more fit for, like, Fresno State, like when they were at Fresno State. I just don't see how they're fit for to be in the SEC. You gotta be bred young. You gotta be grow up in the SEC. You gotta be like Glenn Schumann, Dan Lanning. You gotta be taught, to be in the SEC.
All right, I gotta jump in, Vinny. I gotta call a timeout. Kalen Debor is 1-1 against Kirby Smart. No, 2-1. He's actually 2-1.
2-1. 2-1 against Kirby
So
Smart.
stop. I gave you yours because you really just aggravated me. I'm not gonna lie. You just aggravated me with some of the stuff you said. You said you don't think Kalen Debor can win the big games against elite coaching. Brett Venables is the best defensive mind in college football, and it took you to. I mean, last year we didn't have an offense going into Oklahoma game. Injuries, Jalen Murrow. Not the offense never got to wasn't even at a point of being fluid at that point. Speaking on this year, we lost the game. It wasn't because of Kalen Debor not being able to beat or outcoach Brett Venables. How many passes did Ty Simpson miss? It wasn't play calling. How many passes did he miss? I was at that game. He missed passes. I'm in the stands with Jason, Hall of Fame Jason. Shout out to my brother, Oklahoma News. Even he was wondering why we weren't getting the plays that we should have been getting. Oh, you lucky. We lucky he missed that one. If he would have seen that, so many of those instances happened in the first half. And you're telling me that Coach Debor is the reason why we didn't win that game? And then we're going to talk about Ryan Grubb's play calling into the Georgia game. It's no secret he didn't run the ball enough. But it's also no secret that it's hard to run the ball when you call the pass play, it's open, and you miss the throw, or you don't throw it at all, or you stay in the pocket for 4.3 seconds and take a sack. Ty's first sack against Georgia, it was more than 4 seconds. I went back and I watched it. The second one when they got clean to him, it was a broken coverage. He caught a slide protection. He didn't. I don't think that has anything to do. At some point, my player needs to execute. And at some point, my offense coordinator needs to tell him to turn around and hand the ball off. But if we gotta pass the ball, if they're gonna make us beat them passing, and I created a scheme that is favorite to the vertical passing game, and my quarterback keeps on looking off deep balls or staring down deep balls and flowing the coverage to the deep ball, and even when he does that, it's an opportunity for the receiver to catch it. He's not throwing the ball on time. And then when he does, this receiver's dropping it. So this play calling, I'm still up in the air about play calling. Now, type of play calling, we can talk about it. But play calling, I'm not mad at the concepts we're seeing. I've seen everybody talk about the verticals, leaving Ty by itself. You want me to tell you why it's ran like that? Because you got to be able to move the pocket and flow with your crosser. There's always at least one crosser, one check down step that I've seen ran by Ryan Grubb. But I don't want to keep going. You just kind of got me hot sitting there with that Fed Wear energy, and I gave you the sign about 3 or 4 times while you was talking, because when you said you can't be elite coaching, Kalen Debor literally is now what? Not even a full 2 years from the national championship coaching job, coaching in the national championship, bro. So calm down, pump your Fairweatherism, take a little pill, take a pill, a AAA pill that is full of real fandom. Is full of authenticity, and is full of toughness. Those are the 3 main ingredients in the AAA pill. So, but go ahead, bro.
Well, Coach, like I said, it.
Hey, listen. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Don't be scared. Don't get soft. I want people to be comfortable here. You got to be able to take the give. Coach. Okay.
I just want to say, even in that championship game, we did. Washington didn't even put up like all the points. It was against Harbaugh. I get it was against Harbaugh. It was against Jesse Mentors, and now they're in the NFL. both very good coaches. But the play calling even there, Penix didn't even move the ball really down the field. I'm just
Did move the ball against Michigan.
well, that's true. I mean, no, not
Okay,
really that
okay.
many
You
people.
get what I'm saying? You listen, this is a comment for you, Finney. Go back to my comment I just had up. Go back to here you go. Vinny, this is for you. And I think God sent you here to get this message because it's literally coming up at the end of your phone call. Shouldn't be any fan frustration. This man just took us to the SEC championship and college football playoff in his second year. People need to chill out. Spoiled fan base. Final thoughts, Vinny. Close it out, man. We got to get the phone line open back up.
Well, Coach, I hope I'm wrong today. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we beat Oklahoma by 21 points. You know, I hope we sack John Mateer 4 times and get 2 interceptions. I hope we do that. I really do. I want to be wrong, and then because I do believe if we beat Oklahoma, we can actually challenge Indiana. I really do believe we can, because Indiana they put up points, but as we've been well tested this year, I think we could actually beat Indiana. I think we match up better against Indiana than we do against Oklahoma.
I think we match up against everybody in the pool. Honestly, you look at what Alabama's A game versus everybody in the playoff. Those are winnable games. You got a lot of decisive games in that pool. I mean, like but in our bracket, this is a winnable game, bro. Think about this. Ty Simpson throws a pick 6. They get the extra point. That's 7 points. Then they get a field goal off of a fumble from Ty Simpson. Yeah. That's 10 points. We lose by 2, and our field goal kicker missed a field goal. If we don't, I mean, you can kicker to miss a field goal, man. It happens. But my quarterback shouldn't be throwing bad passes into obvious coverage. And the read that he made was a horrible one. Let's not act like it wasn't. Like it was like, oh, he could have saw. No, you literally threw the ball to the defender in that Oklahoma game. Literally. Yeah. So yeah, man, Vinny, I appreciate you for calling in and roll time, my guy.
Oh, one quick thing.
Go ahead.
Our future linebacker. I keep forgetting his name. Hill.
Justin Hill.
Our freshman. Justin Hill. That is the future right there.
That is my boy, and I love that young man like a son. I'm telling you, he is going to be
the future right there. That is your next Reuben Foster type of leader.
I wouldn't say Reuben Foster type of leader because Reuben was different. Him and McClain was different. I think what you getting from Justin Hill is kind of like what you got from Upshaw. Somebody is just there to work. He don't got to talk a lot. He just gonna dominate. He gonna pop you in the mouth. He gonna talk on that field now. I do like that energy I saw from Justin on that field. And then that big play, the big third down stop, that was a huge. That's an athletic play. That's a outside linebacker, defensive end, frame body, tracking a running back, a 4-4 running back at that. But I gotta get you off the line, Vinny. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Roll time. I'll give it up for Vinny in the chat, man. Appreciate you for calling in. 334-625-1121. We're going to try to give everybody at least 10 minutes on the line, man. 10 minutes. Bama needs 26 rushing attempts this game. 26. My target, Bama Gamp, to coincide with your thoughts. I always said, with this offense, you need a minimum of 25 handoffs. Not rushing attempts, 25 handoffs. Meaning, snap, turn around, hand the ball off, snap, cross, inside, read action or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Got another caller on the line. 205, let's see who it is.
Call from.
It's Rashawn. Put me in the game, coach.
Yo, Rashawn, you in the game, man. Talk to me. Next caller, call back. Oh, Zach, call right back after Rashawn. We got 10 minutes for each phone call. I'm going to run the show a while today. It's Friday, y'all. I'm chilling. Rashawn, what's good, my boy? You on the line?
Yeah, I'm on the line. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, man. Roll Tide. Welcome in. Y'all give it up for Rashawn in the chat, y'all. Talk to me, Rashawn. What's on your mind?
Nah, I ain't like what that phone caller said about being talk about the team and stuff. Because I had to go back. Like, I think everybody overreacting with that game because I feel like Georgia just, they were just ready. You play a team 2 times. it's gonna be hard. And it was a good game plan in the end of the day, what they did. But but we get to the Oklahoma game, and I had to look at the Oklahoma stats for the running backs and Auburn stats. I feel like Auburn was a better defense. I'm talking about as defensive line. I feel like there was a better defense as a whole line to me than Oklahoma. Oklahoma was doing more, blitz, confuse us. It was more stuff to confuse us. But you talking about defense? Well, I think Auburn was the better defense compared to Oklahoma to me. But what do you think?
I'll say this. I will say Auburn. I can't put Auburn's game against us as far as that. I wouldn't rely on that to give an overall evaluation of what Auburn's defense is. I look at what Auburn's defense did all season. Excuse me. Their only problems were in the secondary. Auburn's defensive front, as soon as they got healthy around week 5, week 6, go look at Auburn, the scores in all of Auburn's games, especially the conference games. They weren't getting blown out.
No.
And statistically, they suffered in the pass game, teams that were able to hit the big shots. We missed all of our big. We didn't have a big pass of 25 or more yards against Auburn. That air travel ball traveling through the air. We didn't have a pass like that against Auburn, and that's bad. But especially when you had a Jeremy Bernard open on that first one, then Ryan Williams streaking on a Poco, and all of these different concepts that are opening up for you, and you can't get the ball to them because you keep throwing the ball behind receivers. That's where I think the issue is, and I think Ryan Grubb coming to the sideline to go to this comment. I just seen it. Great take, and usually that's what the situation is. If your OC abandons the booth for the sideline, that usually means, like you said, communication rhythm or decision making ain't flowing right. That's not an adjustment. That's a problem. Facts. And I said this when I said, why we wait until EIU game to do that? Why we didn't do it after the loss to Florida State? Why we didn't do it after the loss, after the close game to South Carolina when we struggled with communication?
I was about to say Missouri.
Hell, Missouri game, the only thing that saved the Missouri game was the fact that we ran the ball good. Like, I don't see a reason for you to come out the booth if one phase of your offense is not working and you lean on the other phase and it's helping that other phase work. I don't see you feeling like you need to come out the booth and talk to your quarterback like, all right, now you can let another phase. But Ryan Grubb has just evaded the run game, man. And that's one thing. If any fan is going to complain about Grubb, his lack of wanting to stick with the run game, I agree with y'all 100% because that's been a problem with him. It wasn't the reason why he got fired at Seattle. Stop saying that too, chat. The reason he got fired at Seattle wasn't because of the Seattle's run game. It wasn't because of that. The reason he got fired at Seattle was because he wasn't the initial first choice to be the OC there anyways. He wasn't. It was a convenient choice. He's already in state. They didn't have to pay him a lot. He was making less than what he was making at Washington in the NFL. 10-6 team. Go ahead, my fault.
I was looking at y'all looking at the carries from the Oklahoma game. I think we should have ran a little because Hill had 15 carries. He had 60 yards, but he could have kept going running the ball in that game. Because we could have kept Oklahoma off field more too. I mean, they only had John Missouri only had 138 yards of
passing, and most of that came in the fourth quarter.
Right, and then think about this: Oklahoma fans,
second half. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all won the first half, but only thing I'm gonna say is if Alabama can, my only problem is I've been trying to hold back from the tie system. Criticize everything. But I did the same thing I did with Jalen Miro. I'm trying to hold back and, see where he go. Because I was a big fan of Jalen Miro. But I still criticized him. I waited, the season kept going and criticized.
Mm-hmm.
But at the point, I'm really worried. Because it's not the running backs I'm worried. It's not the offensive line I'm worried about. It's him. It's like I've seen a couple of times we seen the South Carolina game, he missed open passes. And it's like it was wide open. Jerry Bernard, boom. I thought it would be a touchdown. Missed it. Tennessee game, missed it too. It was a couple times. I'm like, what? We should have been up 40 in a couple of them games.
Yep.
And I'm getting worried because it's like, what because I told my brother this earlier this year. We get to a point. It's funny. It's not a fun. We play Georgia again. I said, well, let's say we play Georgia again. He go out there and play 3 interceptions or something like that, or he's not playing up the par. I'm just saying one through his way. Now we get to the second part of Georgia again. It's like, now we're like, okay, we start a question. Can you really lead us to a win down there in Norman, or even win in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena? Like, I'm really trying to figure it out because fact, you have 2 weeks to figure it out. I'm just saying the whole offense do, but you, as a leader, you have to figure out what you wanted to do. Because you go down to Norman and throw 2 interceptions, I don't know what to say after that for you. And I'm not blaming. I'm not gonna sit back and blame the whole offense and everything. But he's the leader of the offense.
Right.
He has to figure it out. But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not solely his. Everything it's 2 parts to everything. It's 2 pieces to this puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where the impact is the execution. And I just saw a comment. I love when people come in, talking their football talk, trying to say stuff that sounds like extensive but at the end of the day, bro, he says Ty Simpson coming to the line, receiving the play and changing the play call ASAP is communication issues. The OC tagging the wrong receiver pre-snap, routes taking too long to develop. They're not, bro. If my quarterback, that is not true. I can go to how many interceptions has Ty thrown this season? I know 6 of. I know. He has more than 5 right now. I think he has 6.
Oh, my bad.
I think he has 6. I think he has 6. No, I think he has 9 total turnovers, 3 fumbles, 6 interceptions. I think that's what the stats is. Somebody find the stats for me.
Okay.
But I know for a fact 6 of the turnovers that Ty has given up. One was an obvious just take the sack. You protect the ball, take the sack. It's not a strip sack. That's against Oklahoma, right? And you even in that play, you still live to fight another down. You get what I'm saying? And then the Auburn game, it should have been 2 interceptions. The type of panic moves he makes is the concerning thing. Now, when it comes to communication,
I'll ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
I ain't in I just want to. I'm not going to sit back and say, I don't want people to think I'm about to say, let's throw that man out there. We get to a point in the Oklahoma game. Do you think telling the boy and Ryan Grove say, okay, enough is enough. Let's see how Austin Mack do. Because at this point, you already taking risks already at Norman already. If you correcting turnovers, you might as well to see what you got with Austin Mack, just in case if that happens. But what you think?
I think this game is the push the envelope button. Push the envelope game. When I say that, when I say push the envelope, you're not going to let Ty ease into this game. He don't get ease into the game energy. You're going to throw out everything you got. This is what I would do. This staff, I don't know with Grubb. I don't know, man. I remember watching Washington last year or 2 years ago, and they were so consistent in their approach to the game that it balanced itself out whether it started slow or fast. We're consistently approaching the game. Last game against Georgia, we started the game off with 2 run plays. 8 yards. 3rd down. We run a BS in around play. We run a BS in around play and lose a yard, and then we punt it. Right? Then we get the ball back on the second drive. We hand the ball off again to Daniel Hill. A gain of 6. Bring Jam Miller in. Bring Jam Miller again. Bring Jam in. We run 2 pass plays. We got a 1st down on the second drive. Then you get the ball to Jam Miller again. Boom. You're in a good spot. You're making. That's what Washington did. They found balance early, whether it was explosive balance or just whatever. It was balance. They found it early. We haven't seen that because, and y'all could try to blame the O-line. Y'all could say play calls. If my quarterback is standing up in their pocket for 3 to 4 seconds on 75, I think it was 75.9% of his drop back snaps, that's ample enough time to make a positive decision. And if you can't do that, in your first 3 or 4 drives and produce some production. That don't mean you got to necessarily score. If you can't hit a deep ball within your first 7 or 8 passes, if you can't put us in scoring position to kick a field goal on your first 3 drives, that's cause to go ahead and turn the page to Keon Russell. Everybody keep thinking this is Austin Mack. I think Keon Russell in this big moment, going into this game like this, Austin Mack gets it, but Keon Russell probably is the one that goes.
Because he got the deep ball.
That deep ball, man, you got to expose these teams with the deep ball. Mack's got a strong arm. I think the problem with Mack will be just timing. But Russell has a keen sense of timing far above his years as a quarterback and his experience. He has the keen ability to hit guys in stride. And you see it when he gets in, like even with the walk-ons and the second string and third string guys, it's like they trust him throwing the ball. They don't mind running through routes. To your point there, guy said OC checking off to pre-snap, hot routing the wrong receivers and all this stuff. I say this. It's not that he's hot routing the wrong receivers. It's just when he does hot route them, Ty Simpson takes that as that's the guy I got to throw to. And you can tell. He's staring the receivers down, flowing the coverage to his target. So that's still, if I call a tag and my wide receiver says the tag or whatever, we tag a receiver, we change protection. And then after he changed protection, my wide receiver don't do a full scan like this left and right scan. You probably can't see my face. He don't do a full scan. Ty Simpson do this. He'll check. Wide receivers get they check. They looking in at the ball. And then you can just about tell where he gonna go, because what Ty gonna do? He gonna step back, put his hands together. Them toes gonna be pointed, pigeon toes. And he gonna stare at whichever receiver he think he gonna have open because of that tag call. And after that snap, come on, man.
His feet. He said his feet is not planted to the ground. He said he tiptoeing. That's what AJ was saying. He said, I don't know what's going on with Ty. He said he's not planting his feet.
Same thing happened with Miro last year, man. I'm telling you, it's when you don't do. And I will say this. I think Ty's in a space right now where his clock is so far off that he's more so thinking about the play instead of just playing, right? He's more so thinking about, all right, this was drawn to go 17 and come back, and this was 6 and this. And I feel like he's calculating as he's playing, right? But it's not one of those fluid type of motions. It's not one of them things where it's just flowing for him. He's dealing with trying to be perfect instead of just playing football. Ty has had some opportunities, like the broken play where he slid and took like a 4-yard loss or some crazy jump like that on second down or whatever it was. A quarterback that wants to win, a Jake Coker type quarterback, doesn't have all the athleticism, has the basic stuff to manage a game and be a quality quarterback. He's dropping his shoulder, man. He's putting his shoulder down. We're gaining 3-4 yards. We might break a tackle or slip and gain 15 because you had offensive linemen blocking in front of you. Or let's talk about a safe quarterback, Mac Jones. That play breakdown like that, we throwing that ball away. We live in the goal 3rd and 6. Some that we converted twice in that game at that point. So I'm just not getting it. Final thoughts, my guy, who this? Rashawn. You and Melvin sounded like Melvin just talked a little bit lower than you. They got comments on the screen, so I couldn't see. I forgot who I was talking to for a second, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't laugh at me in the chat either. Y'all, so hold on, Rashawn, real quick. I gotta snap on my chat real quick. Y'all gotta stop laughing at me and picking on me when I be messing up, chat. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all be hurting my feelings, and I be having to clip that junk. Because I'm going to put a montage together. I'm not really serious about what y'all hurt my feelings. For real, I'm really not. But I'm going to put a montage together of all my on-screen bloopers and stuff. Y'all going to love it to the end of the year. But, Rashawn, final thoughts, man, as we get up out of here. Talk to me, brother.
One thing I'm going to say is, and I'm going to stick with Ty. I'm going to say, if we still 0 into the second half, I see them pulling Ty. If it's still 0, it's going to happen. Or we just have 3 points. I see them pulling it because we can't be going to halftime and in Norman it's going to be crazy. just off their defense too. So you have to your first couple drives and maybe the first 2 quarters what you're gonna do, because in the third quarter round, it's big business.
Facts. I appreciate you, Ray Sean, man, and Roll Tide, my guy. All right, man. Y'all give it up for Ray Sean in the chat one more time, y'all. All right, so I gotta everybody keep asking me, is Ty hurt? Everybody's hurt. Like everybody's hurt. Injured. People are gonna, and this is how I'm gonna close the show out. What we got, about 10 minutes? Let's get our infomercial break, and then when we come out, I'm gonna do my closing statement. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today on the Coach Smook Network. Shout out to Walk-Ons for sponsoring this phone call segment, and shout out to the 3 callers, man. The 3 callers that called in and tapped in with us today. We got to get off of here. It's 1:50. Mary J, why you ain't telling me how close we was to 2 hours? I'm failing us miserably, Mary J. I'm failing us miserably. All right, right after this little infomercial break, we're going to come back and do our closeout here on the Coach Smook Network. We appreciate y'all. If you're not a member of the AAA family, think about becoming a member. And also, shout out to Walk-Ons for being a sponsor here on the Coach Smook Network, man. We appreciate you all for supporting us and helping our vision grow. If you have a Walk-Ons sports bistro in your area, I'm telling you, man, I can't speak for all of them, but the one here in Montgomery, Alabama, the one in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and the other one in Birmingham, they have taken care of your boy ever since we made this partnership, 3 weeks ago now. We've had some opportunities to get in there and get really indulge in their menu, and it's all cost efficient. They're not an expensive restaurant. It's all cost efficient, great food, and they got energy. Fellas, y'all want to enjoy the game and have some nice ladies entertain you and bring you your drinks while you go to Walk-Ons. They gonna walk on by you if you don't pay them and tip them right. Hey, check it out, man. Here on the Coach Smook Network. Thank you for Walk-Ons for sponsoring this call and segment.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-Ons Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-Ons is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Subscribe, YouTube, roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook, through the game, roll tide, Better go subscribe, TikTok.
Hey, y'all, so I learned my lesson, y'all. I learned my lesson about celebrating too early. So now that we're in the show, now that we're at the end of the show, we can celebrate. Y'all won't believe, man. We've had a total of 1,500 viewers between our 2 platforms today, man. Streaming on 2 major platforms today. We've had some interaction on Facebook, but Facebook don't really have no algorithm that they really push out. So between the 2 platforms, we've had 1,500 viewers. Shout out to all of you over, especially on the YouTube side, man. Y'all have been doing some crazy things with our numbers these past weeks. These past couple weeks, we're at 79 likes on this stream right now live. Almost at 100 likes on the stream again, man. That'll be what, the 3rd one up for the week where we're hitting these numbers, man, and continuing our streak of, I think this is now, we lost our streak at 41 days back in September. So we're gonna have to check our streak of streams with 25 likes or more. Our streams that give us 25 likes or more, and I think we're up there. We're up there with the numbers. I haven't been keeping track of it, but I know we've been hitting it. And I appreciate y'all for supporting, man. As always, man, your boy is always here. Now, my final thoughts on today's topics and conversation today. I truly believe that Alabama, with the things that's happening, the questions that's happening around college football, the fans are being affected by media worries. I think Alabama has their business in order. I think there's decisions that were going to be made, that have been made, and more opportunities will be presented. I encourage you all as the fan base just to not get so emotionally tied up to things while the meaningful stuff is still happening. We're a playoff team. We're a playoff team right now, right? And we're not dealing with a coach like Lane Kiffin that wants the media attention, right? If anything, he's going to do it in private. So if anything was to surface, that was tangible about what his job is, or what the status of him and his Michigan job or the Alabama job, best believe Coach Smook will know. I'm going to find out the truth one way or another. And so looking at that, man, I appreciate y'all for supporting the content. Shout out to all the Bama players that tapped in, man. I got a few text messages while we were live. Much love to those players. I know they was watching like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they get down like that. I didn't know that the channel attracts that. So hopefully we can start getting a new generation of viewers in here, man. I like to hear young folks talk about football, man. I feel like, who was I debating with earlier? I feel like Vinny's probably like 21, maybe a young Bama fan. And that's the type of conversation we like to have, man. And plus, they not as emotionally attached to this and don't get in their feelings as much as some of y'all adults do when somebody disagree with you or have a difference of opinion. So gotta help us continue to grow, and that's what y'all are doing. Every like, every share, that's helping us grow. I appreciate y'all. And don't forget, man, if you're not a subscriber on the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got 81 likes on the stream over on YouTube. Shout out to that. We didn't go live on TikTok this morning because that's what's been causing us issues. And shout out to we had 3.801 subscribers on the YouTube channel, y'all. 3.801 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Thank y'all, man. Your fellow youngest. Yeah, my youngest Jordan. All y'all youngest, tell them. Pull up, man. We here. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And with that being said, man, thank y'all for being supporters of the Coach Smook Network. And remember, man, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. And don't forget, roll. Y'all be blessed, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live.